what would you explain humanism should be? If there were 4 or 5 basic areas which would reflect humanism, what would they be?
Humanism is all inclusive. Andru manavale. Compassion, commitment, integrity, sincerity.
మీరు దేవుడి గుణాలని చెప్తున్నారు, మాకు మనుషులకు కావాల్సిన గుణాలు కావాలి. అవన్నీ ఉంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ దేవుడు అయిపోతాడు, మనిషి ఎలా అవుతాడు? వాట్ అబౌట్ హిస్ బేసిక్ సెన్సెస్? డజంట్ ద మైండ్ వర్క్? ఇట్ వర్క్స్. When he sees something, he gets tempted towards it. Maybe he'll pluck a flower, and that's the beginning of violence. The plant is crying. So how do you stop that?
You need to have a dream. You need to have ideals in your life. If you don't even have ideals, you will be going in the reverse gear. I'm not saying tomorrow the whole world everybody will become, gods, or everybody will become, ideal saints, ideal human beings. But if you take all together from the life of it, he falls into suicidal tendency, or he'll commit crimes which he's not aware of.
Yeah, he's constantly comparing himself with the neighbor. He's never within himself.
Yeah.
That's why all this depression and
you need to have ideals and work towards going in that direction. See, everyone should learn how to run, but how much everyone can run, how much everyone can walk, is a very individual question.
Yeah, it's the potential of that individual. So globalism is going to happen finally. Global village, the idea is going to happen.
Science has already done it. Science has made.
No, I mean your idea. Your idea.
Science has made it already. It's a spirituality which will make it into a family.
Into a family.
దానికి మేము చెప్తాను వసుధైవ కుటుంబం. This whole world is. Of course, many people will flaw. Many people will err. See, when we go and work in the prisons and jails, there are bad people. Really, there is goodness in the worst criminal also.
ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్, ఆ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ వల్ల ఆ క్రైమ్
జరిగిపోయింది. వాళ్ళ లోపల కూడా ఒక మంచివాడే ఉన్నాడు. దానికి ఆ మంచిని చూసుకుంటే పోతే ఆ దేవుడే ఉన్నాడు అందరి లోపల. దానికి మన బ్రహ్ముడు, ఆ పరమాత్ముడు అందరి లోపల ఉన్నాడు. బట్ హీ స్లీపింగ్. దానికి మనం సుప్రభాతం చెప్తాం కదా. దిస్ ఈస్ వెరీ యూనిక్ థింగ్. ఇంకెక్కడూ లేదు ఇది. మన భారతదేశంలో ఏం చెప్తేమో మేము స్టోన్లో కూడా ఒక స్టోన్లు పరమాత్ముడు ఉన్నాడు. వాడు అక్కడ నిద్రపోతా ఉన్నాడు, నిద్రిస్తూ. అన్ని ప్రాణులు, జంతువులు, అన్ని జగాలు పరమాత్ముడు ఉన్నాడు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టోన్నెస్ యు బికమ్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్. Once you are a human being, you awaken the God who is sleeping within you, within everybody in creation. Awaken the seed of love which is present everywhere. దానికి ఇదన్నీ ఒక symbolism, the maintainer of this creation is present, omnipresent, and he is resting everywhere, sleeping. దైవీ గుణములు, ఆ దైవీ గుణం మనందరి లోపల ఉన్నాయి. దాన్ని ప్రచోదనం చేయాలి. మహాత్మా గాంధీ చేసినాడు ఆ పని. మహాత్మా గాంధీ's time, the entire country was flowing in a direction of high spirituality. Everybody used to do satsang in the evenings, morning and evening. గీతా చదువుతా ఉంటారు అందరూ. ఒక ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ వచ్చింది దాని తర్వాత. That type of way we can create now also. It's not just an ideal or euphoria. We can definitely bring the wave of spirituality, and I think that is the only answer in society.
So there is a practical solution to all this.
Practical nidarshanam kuda undi kada. This century. Forget about Annamacharyas and in 15th century, 18th century, enta bhaktulu అయిపోయినారు మా దేశంలో. బసవేశ్వరుడు ఇక్కడ వీళ్ళందరూ చేసినారే ఆ సుధారణం. ఇప్పుడు రీసెంట్ టైంలో అంతా మహాత్మా గాంధీ గారు.
మీ బిగ్గెస్ట్ మూమెంట్ మీ లైఫ్ టైంలో ఇప్పుడు దాకా, వన్ పాయింట్ వేర్ యూ ఫెల్ట్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ హ్యాపీ దట్ యువర్ పర్పస్ హ్యాస్ బిగన్, ఆర్ సంథింగ్, ఒక బిగ్ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ లైఫ్? దేర్ మైట్ బి మెనీ.
I would say every moment with me is whenever I see a tear turning into a smile. It's a very happiest moment, and it's happening all the time. thousands of people come here with tears, and then a few moments of inward journey brings a
It's the
smile.
greatest moment.
And every moment, because we are connected to that universal spirit, every moment we are part of it. When we realize we are part of it, then happiness is not something that comes from outside. Adi ma swabhava, like it doesn't leave you.
It's a chemical reaction inside.
Yeah, it is your nature. Like heat and light is nature of fire. Like that, it's our nature is love and happiness.
That was very well said. Thank you, Swamiji. The other thing I wanted to ask you is your childhood. See, all of us know Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. ఆ శ్రీ శ్రీ పక్కన పెట్టి రవిశంకర్ గారినే తెలుసుకోవాలంటే వాట్ వాజ్ హిస్ చైల్డ్హుడ్, హిస్ మదర్, హిస్ మూమెంట్స్ యాజ్
The name doesn't matter. You put Sri Sri Ravi Shankar or inkem kuda you can keep any name, doesn't matter.
అంటే మా రవిశంకర్ అనుకునే భావాలు కొన్ని చెప్తారేమోనని. యువర్ చైల్డ్హుడ్, యువర్ యూత్.
I say usually I refuse to. My childhood continue. I was like this before. నేను అట్లే ఉండిపోయినాము. మనందరి లోపల ఆ ఇన్నోసెన్స్ ఉంది.
అచ్చయింది.
Somewhere people lose it. I have not lost it. That's all.
So you refuse to grow up.
Yes.
And that's
I say I am a child who refused to grow up, or you can say I am a teenager who refused to grow up.
oh, that's better. That's a better reference. Do you think, I'll take you to a very local issue, the recent phenomena that happened in Andhra Pradesh. Do you think separate Telangana should happen, or is there a solution to it?
I think this was a previous century where we wanted independence. If you think about independence, why we want independence? Kashmir wants independence. Assam wants independence.
To run their own government.
You think because when we are independent, we'll be more prosperous.
Yeah.
Nobody wants independence if it doesn't bring prosperity. Independence we want because we think we will be more prosperous. But if you open your eyes and see, Europe claim chesina valandru, they have abolished all the borders. They saw it is not independence, it is makes you prosperous. Suppose Telangana becomes, and if its prosperity goes down, it's a miserable thing.
Yeah.
So, but now today's paradigm is when we all join together, when the octroi between states are being abolished, then we become more prosperous. Yes, on this occasion, on this line, independent state to become prosperous is an illusion. On another hand, for an effective administration, smaller states are good for an effective administration.
But what will you administer without prosperity?
If you think that you want to be prosperous, you should know interdependence. We should be united. All states should be united. Then we can be more prosperous. But if there is an ineffectiveness of administration, there is more justice to one state and less justice to another part of the state, that need to be addressed on an administrative level. Having another chief minister for a locality is not going to help, but an effective representation or administration is good in that sense. So there are advantages of having separate states, smaller states, for example. Now Chhattisgarh became smaller,